feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Brian Giles with Brian Giles MTG. And hoo-ha, we're back with more Foundation spoilers. I know it's late. I know it's pre-release weekend when this video is going to be uploaded. But I've had a lot going on. I'm going to try to get through these last spoilers so we can have the whole set. So we're starting off with the life lands, the common land cycle. They enter tapped, and when they enter, you gain a life. This is Bloodfell Caves. You can tap it to add a black or a red. Next up is Blossoming Sands. This is for green or a white. We have Dismal Backwater. That's for a blue or a black. We have Classic Evolving Wilds. Nobody cares, Joey. But this card is busted. Then we have Jungle Hollow for a green, a black or a green. We have Rugged Highlands for a red or a green. We have Scoured Barrens for white or black. Swiftwater Cliffs for a blue or red. Thornwood Falls for a green or a blue. Tranquil Cove for a white or a blue. And Windscarred Crag for a red or a white. So next up we have another angel, Vanguard Seraph. White and 3 for a 3/3 angel warrior with flying. If you gain life for the first time each turn, surveil 1. Hey, I'm down for more angels. We have Squad Rallier, white and 3 for a 3/4 human scout. Pay a white and 2 and look at the top 4 cards of your library and reveal a creature card. Hang on a minute. So for a white and 2, you look at the top 4 cards of your library, reveal a creature card with power 2 or less from among them. Put into your hand the rest of the bottom of your library in random order. Hoo-ha, not bad, not bad. Next up we have Make Your Move. Great removal at a white and 2. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with power 4 or greater. One extra, but you got the creature removal plus the enchantment and artifact removal. We have Luminous Rebuke, which is kind of a beefy white and 4 to destroy. The spell costs for an instant reads. Spell costs 3 less to cast if a target to tap creature and destroy target creature. Yeah. Better for limited. It's like targeting tapped creatures. We got Inspiring Paladin. So it's a white and 2 for a 3/3 Human Knight. During your turn, this creature has first strike. During your turn, creatures you control get with +1/+1 counters on them have first strike. Okay, so it works well in like the Selesnya +1/+1 counters thematic. Next up, we have Classic Healer's Hawk and a white mana for a 1/1 bird with flying and lifelink. Oops. Sorry. Gotta scroll down. Then we have Fleeting Flight, which is 1 mana for a instant race, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, gains flying till end of turn. Prevent all combat damage will be dealt to it this turn. It's useful, especially in limited. This card is absolutely a baller card for a single white mana. Hoo-haw. Then we have Dazzling Angel. Oh, look, more angels. Cool. A white and 2 for a 2/3 angel with flying. Whenever this creature enters, you gain. Whenever another creature you control enters, gain a life. So an angel that's like the cleric that you gain a life every time a creature enters. And it's a 2/3, and it's flying for 3 mana. Hoo-haw, life gain deck. Bing, ding, ding. Low-cost angels are always fun to have. This one, auto-include. Next up, we have Classic Banishing Light. So, a white and 2 for an enchantment reads, and when it enters, still target an online permanent or opponent controls until Banishing Light leaves the battlefield. Hoo-haw. We have Armasaur Guide. This was probably a reject from Lost Caverns of Ixalan. And I talked about the reject cards. These are cards that didn't make the cut of certain sets that they fit in Foundations just because they wanted to have them to fit in their sets. So Armasaur Guide is a white and 4 for a 4/4 dinosaur with vigilance. If you attack with 3 or more creatures, put a +1/+1 counter target creature you control. Okay, so it's kind of like a squad up ability. Hoo-haw. Next up, we have Uncharted Voyage. So, blue and 3 for an instant reads. Put target creatures owner puts on the top or their choice on the top or bottom of their library. Surveil for 1. Okay, so kind of a blue removal bounce back to the top or bottom, depending on your choice. And how did that do that? Okay, back to where we were. We have Strix Lookout, which is a blue and 1 for a 1/2 bird with flying and vigilance. and you can pay a blue and 1. Tap it to draw a card and discard a card. Fun little bird. Hootie Owl. Classic Runaway Together. Blue and 1 for instant reads. Choose target creatures controlled by different players. Return those creatures to their owner's hands. Good commander card. Elementalist Adept. So, blue and 1 for a 2/1 human wizard with flash and prowess. Yahoo! How do we get way down here? Sorry. We have classic Aegis Turtle, blue mana for a 0/5 turtle. Turtle. Classic Bacon to a Pie. Great removal. A little pricier than most, but you know, the older removals were 4 mana, so 2 black and 2 for an instant, destroy target creature and create a food token. Burglar Rat. So a black and 1 for a 1/1 rat. When it enters, opponent discards a card. Fake Your Own Death. Great card out of OTJ. Black and 1. Till end of the turn, that target creature gets +2/+0. When this creature dies, return to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Create a treasure token. Gutless Plunderer. A black and 2 for a 2/2 skeleton pirate with Death Touch. It has Raid. When this creature enters, if you attack this turn, top 3 cards of your library, put one of those cards back on the top of your library and the rest in your graveyard. Okay, good for a recursion theme. Also good for this, skeleton deck that I still have not been able to find a good build for. We have Infernal Vessel. I believe this is also a reprint, but it's a black and 2 for a 2/1 human cleric. When it dies, if it wasn't a demon, return to the battlefield under its owner's control with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. It's a demon in addition to its other types. So, if you definitely for your demon decks, Hoo-haw. Especially if you're doing some demon sacrifices. And to go right along with that, we have Macabre Waltz. Black and 1 for a sorcery that reads, turn 2 target creature cards from the graveyard to your hand and discard a card. It's always fun to get creatures back from your graveyard. Sanguine Siphoner, because we need more vampires. So it's a black and 1 for a 1/3 vampire warlock. Whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. Great commander. Good for the life gain, life loss thing. Especially if you're doing the infinite combo. Soul Shackle Zombie. Black and 3 for a 4/2 zombie. When this creature enters, exile up to 2 target cards from a single graveyard. If at least one creature card was exiled this way, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Again, another good card to add to a commander style deck. We have Pilfer, a black and 1 for Sorcerer reads. Target opponent reveals their hand, choose an online card from it, and player discards a card. Kind of a more expensive version of Duress, but hoo-ha. Then we have Stab. Black mana, for instant read, target creature gets -2/-2 till end of turn. Small card removal. Not unopposed to it. Vampire Soulcaller. Beefy black and 4 for a 3/2. Vampire Warlock with flying and it can't block. This creature enters, return target creature card from a graveyard to your hand. Okay, so you get a creature back and you get a 3/2 flying vampire for 5 mana. Seems okay, but it's more of the limited type thing. Axguard Cavalry, because everybody loves a card from Kaldheim. Red and 1 for a 2/2 Dwarf Berserker. Tap it, target creature gains haste till end of turn. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is going to be like Draft Chaff. Next up we have Brazen Scourge because Kaladesh. 2 red and 1 for a 3/3 Gremlin with haste. Because Gremlins. Courageous Goblin, a red and 1 for a 2/2 Goblin. Whenever this creature attacks, while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, the creature gets +1/+0 and gains menace until end of turn. So if this guy's with a bigger creature, he's a better goblin. Then we have Firebrand Archer, which is a red and 1 for a 2/1 human archer. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Well, that's a creature for your Spellslinger deck. You got Frenzied Goblin. So a red mana for a 1/1 Goblin Berserker. Whenever this creature attacks, you may pay a red mana. If you do, target creature can't block this turn. Yeah, that works. Goblin Borders. So red and 2 for 3/2 Goblin Pirate with Raid. This creature enters with a +1/+1 counter on if you attack this turn. Hoo-ha. Goblin Surprise. So red and 2 for instant reads. Choose 1. Creatures you control get +2/+0 till end of turn. Or create 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens. Hoo-ha. Gorehorn Raider. A beefy red and 4 for a 4/4 Minotaur Pirate with Raid. This creature enters if you attack this turn. This creature deals 2 damage to any target. Okay, so a little extra, and it's designed to be played on second main. So, hoo-ha. Then we have Incinerating Blast, a beefy red and 4 For a sorcerer that reads, it deals Incinerating Blast, deals 6 damage to target creature. You may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. So you can got the choice of card draw and some big damage for 5. Okay. We have Involuntary Employment. So a red and 3 for a sorcerer that reads, gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste till end of turn, and you create a treasure token. So for 1 more mana, you get a treasure token along with a temporary theft of a creature. Hoo-ha! Next up is an insane card. This card is absolutely insane. So, Rite of the Dragon Callers, 2 red and 4 for an enchantment that reads, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. Okay, that's going in my deck with Jeska's Will. Feet of Ironcrag. Yeah. Cast this right away. It's like, what? Ironcrag feet, Jeska's Will. Get this thing out early, and you're casting instant and sorcery spells along with your dragons. Yeah, your opponents are screwed, more screwed. Yeah, dragons. Then we have Sower of Chaos. So for a red and 3, you get a 4/3 devil that you can pay a red and 2 that the target creature can't block this turn. Yeah, that's fun. Then we have classic Spitfire Lagak. So for a red and 3, you get a 3/4 lizard with landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, it deals this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Well, I'm going to end the video here because it's 22 minutes, and we'll see you on the next video.